doing it.
All right, everyone. What's the date? It's 8:02 p.m. 5th of the 8th, 24.
He has a 26-minute project to do, and he's going to take probably 3 weeks.
We just got home from Corolla Palooza up at Coffs Harbour, and we are starting ITBs. Sit back,
Relax
Relax.
and enjoy the show.
So this is where we're at. So I finished up around, I don't know, 12:40ish last night. We've got manifold on. So on my list, I'm gonna have to go do a shop. Just got a little box of goodies here. Is this bolt under here? I don't know if you can see that. There's a bolt there. You can sort of see it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to grind the sides of a spanner of a 12mm because you just can't get anything in there at all. So that's on my list for today. Hoses for each throttle body. The vacuum block, I'm gonna need the hoses for that. I'm gonna have to get a hose for, I think that's the map sensor. I don't know, it's one sensor, but that'll go there. I just gotta get new hoses for these, for the, I think it's a regulator, I forgot what it's called. But that will fit onto there, hopefully, and then go on that side of the fuel rail. But we'll see how that goes. That's gonna go there. I'm gonna have to try and find or make a fitting for my fuel line. So that's there, but that obviously won't fit, will it? So either I'll cut that there and then re-crimp it with a new line so it fits, which I think will work. I might have to go to Rocket out at Eastern Creek. They might help me out with that. I'll have to see. That's about it. I've ordered some blank offs for these, for the idle control valve, because that's all water in there, so I don't really want that out. And I ordered last night also the like inverted, it's not on here, but the inverted accelerator cable like bracket, because that's the opposite side. That's meant to be up here, but because at the back it's got to be inverted. So, that's the throttle position sensor. So it's got to be inverted, which means this accelerator cable, instead of it coming out this way, it's got to go out that way. You go meep, 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 that way. So that's that. And I believe, look how messy this area is. So I believe that's about it. So I've just got to source the parts and find them, and we should be good to go. All right, so I've had a look around. We went to Repco, got some hosing. Got an adapter for my fuel regulator. So got that, that's done. Mostly, we're up to this part now, which is the fuel hose. So I just got my size in, I'll head back to Pertec now. So I'm gonna have to get a fuel hose made. So there's my fuel filter down there. So the fuel line will go under here to fuel filter there. Come across up this way, my rail's here, and then just bolt into the rail there. So what they'll do is they'll make me a new line, so they'll cut this ferrule off, re-crimp it onto a new line, and change this head here to then fit this head here, which go like that. There's your fuel rail. So yeah, see how we go. Okay, so we grounded this spanner down. Don't forget to wear your PPE, people, to try and get in there. I really can't show it on camera, but in between this water pump line and that there, right there where the tip of that guy is a bolt, and I've got to try and get that. Next on the list, because when they made this for the fuel rail, they did it so that when the bolt goes on, right, the bracket sits in there. That's flush with the bolt, which doesn't work for when you go to mount it. See, it's not flush with there. There's a gap about where my middle finger is. There's a gap. So because of that, the injectors don't fit in the holes properly. So I've just marked the hole gap out so that'll sit like that, nice and flush. And hopefully the fuel rail will sit flush too, so the injectors go in nice and easily. I might end up grinding it a bit more, but the holes line up and that sits nice there. So yeah, we'll do that to the other one and this can go on. Alright, so I had a brain fart today. I thought I could use my stock fuel pressure regulator just off these two hoses, but I completely forgot that it plugs into the rail here. So I can't use it. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm just going to have to buy an aftermarket like fuel pressure regulator and just hook that up and run that. Secondly, I just jumped out of the shower. I'm in my pajamas because I needed to make this video before I forget about it tomorrow. The two down here, I switched the light off, but down there I've got the two lines for the power steering. And I didn't know where they went, right? I just figured it out. One went to the idle control valve, which was over here under the throttle body. The other one went to the inlet, like manifold of the, the inlet manifold for pressure. So I've realized that one hose I'll just blank off for the auto air control because I don't need it. It doesn't exist anymore. And the other one I'll just hook up somehow into the, right there, the vacuum block. And that means my car won't stall when I go to turn. So there you go. Also, the ITBs are on. And they're just great. So thanks to a friend, I just scored some 7M GE injectors to go in the Rolly Man. Yeah, they're off a Mark. I think they're for a Mark III Supra, like the one with the pop-up headlights. So, yeah. Alright everyone, welcome to my interior. I might make this 2 videos, so welcome. We've got the GoPro set up. My ECU is under here. So we're going to have to pull this front fascia off. See if we can get to the ECU. We might have to take my glove box off too, I'm not sure yet. But we'll figure that out. There we go. Anyways, sit back, enjoy, and welcome to part 2 or all the same part. But interior bits. You. Alright everyone, welcome to my ECU pinout spreadsheet. I've had this for about 2 months now. I made this ages ago. Guess what's that? That's my ECU. And look at all those wires. I would be lying to you if I was excited. I am very, very nervous right now to do this. But, yeah, let's hope. Just hope all this I put a lot of effort into this. I put hours and hours and hours of effort into this. So, I hope it's correct. Alright, so I skipped a little bit ahead. But I just didn't want to record me doing that. I just thought it was a bit weird. So, anyway, I couldn't really find a spot for the GoPro or anything. So, anyways, Haltech's in. What I did is I just had to connect like 3 wires. I used one of them. I soldered that one together. Right now, it looks like the diagram that I made, the Excel sheet, is correct and it's proper. But we'll update that later if it is right or not. But yeah, all I did was just cut off these the old points here, and just put where is it? Just put pins on it. And plug it in. I had a couple issues. I had some of the pins break, 2 of them broke in there. So I had to get tweezers and try and pull it out, and a bit of a hassle. But anyways, it's all in. I'm just gonna leave the old stuff there for now. I'm just gonna tie it up. I'll tie all this up, make it all nice, and put it in here. But we'll see how we go anyways. So it's plugged in. We're here. I'm starting to do setup. I don't know at all what I'm doing. So I'm going to go and watch some tutorials and things, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we figure it all out. Alright everyone, it's kind of set up now, proper. I'm just going through all the setup procedures, what I can do. I don't have my fuel system yet. So I don't really want to touch too much, just in case I press that. So I'm just going through here, I just set up. I've just got the narrowband set up for now. Because my extractors still haven't arrived, so I don't want to put my wideband on yet. So I'll just do that later. I just set up my check engine light. I'm pretty proud of that. Have a look at this. Get in here, see no check engine light. If I change it to until start, look at that, it works. So what I've got here is how I've got it set up. Is you can press here until starts, or for 2 seconds until the engine starts, which I've got it on. So what it does is before I press it, hold on, I pressed it. So what I do, you see how it's on now? If I change it to how I had it, the 2 seconds one, like that, it stays on for 2 seconds and then it goes off, like that. So pretty much it's just telling you if there's any faults, and if there's no faults, then it'll go off and you can start the car. So, yeah. Alright everyone, new day. I've got some measurements. We've got to make an ECU, what do you call it, bracket today. Let's see how we go. Alright, grab some gouge. I only need 200 by 200. This is 600 by 300, but just cut it up. Let's go. So I think I forgot to mention it last night, but it's all set up now. ECU's all done. It all just needs like clean up and tape up and everything, but a bit of a mess right now, but it's there. So the plan is, last night I had the Haltech here all set up with the computer and everything. The car's pretty much ready to run. I'm just stuck here waiting for the fuel system. So a couple bits. So waiting for the hard line from the fuel filter up to the rail. I'm waiting for grommets. They go here in the injector because I broke mine because they're just brittle. Some blank off stuff, like the blank off this cable, or not cable, hose, that hose. Blank. Also, I'm gonna blank off the power. Remember those two lines I was talking about down here for the, I don't know, some actuator switch or whatever. I'm just gonna blank those off. So I don't know if they'll be in the video, but I said I was going to join one hose to the vacuum block and all that. No, I'm just going to block them off. I think it'll be fine. I don't think I'll need it. I'm also waiting for the T-pieces here. Because what I'll do is I'll do T-piece to these two. So these two connect to that. Then another T-piece here. And my map sensor will connect to that one. So it's just like overall velocity, I guess. Because it's map sensor. That's pretty much it. Oh, yeah. And the other end of the rail. So FPR side, I've ordered all like -6 AN fittings for that. I'm just waiting for that stuff to come now. I think I'll run the line underneath the rail. So the rail sits up like here. I'll run the line down so it goes like in this gap here, I think. And I might put the FPR somewhere over here, or because I'm getting rid of this line, hopefully for an AE triple one, which just does that loop. This is a power steering cooling line. I might be able to put it there, but I don't know yet. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Still waiting for my extractors. So the wideband, I think I'm going to put a wideband bung on that. So I'm just going to start the wiring in there, make the wire come out, and then I've got the narrowband hooked up to the ECU right now. So if it's still delayed, I can at least run the car. Just because it's a real big pain to get in there. It's under here and not happening. So I'll just do that. I'll just put the wideband on when I get the extractors and put it in. It's just easier. So, yeah, anyways, with that little update done, because it's super, I haven't had one night in here where I've walked out of this garage at like before 1 o'clock. It's been late every single night. So you just got no idea what's going on. Anyways, so the stock ECU sits on these two bolts here and sits in that, right? So what I'm gonna do is it's on screws. If you can, you see there, it's on screws on both sides, the brackets on screws. So that's pretty much how I'm gonna have it. I just bought some plating. I'm gonna bend them to 45. They're gonna be 30 high. 45. That's 220. That weighs 220. And then that'll be another 45 band, 30 mil high. And I'll just screw those in. And then this ECU will sit lower than this one, because I've got a clearance issue in here. I couldn't really put it anywhere else around here just because these wires are just short. So I'm kind of stuck shoving it in here. So yeah, that's where we're at now. And we're going to go and do that. Alright, now that my plating has cut the size, I'll go get the ECU, we'll mark out the holes, drill the holes, and then I'll bend the ends to a 45. Alright, so I've got our bracket. It's a bit rounded off, I think, the my little blade. I think it's not sharp, man. So I think it's gone blunt, and that's why I was getting all curved. Anyways, they're all nice and clean. I just drilled all these holes through with the drill press. And then I used the chamfering tool to go over them all, make them all the holes nice and pretty. Now, I'm gonna put in the vise. I'm gonna bend these two sides up, and that's the bracket should be done. Alright, here's the finished product, people. Look at that. So let's go get the Haltech now, all bent up nice and pretty. Let's show you what it look like. So I don't know what I videoed last, but it's in. It's all bolted down and everything. See it in here. Yeah, the only problem is it sticks out a little bit just there. I've just got to be mindful of that while driving, but other than that I think it'll be fine. I can't really do anything else about it, but yeah, it's all in, and we'll see where we go from here. Alright, I've had a pretty packed day, so I thought I'd just make one video to send it out. Took the factory one, goes along here, goes down that way. I took that off and just headed up that way there. That's the brake pressure thing. Brake pressure line, that's good. Looks a bit neater now. Put this bolt in, and they've all got their spring clamps now, so that's nice and sturdy. That's done. I just finished putting the wideband sensor through. It's an absolute pain to get it through here, but I had to cut it, then just re-tape it, and I've just cable tied it over here for now, so that can just sit there. What else have I done? Coming to the interior. Yeah, so I've kind of fixed it up out here. Still a bit messy, but I've just got to fix all this stuff up now. But yeah, that's all done. And back here, the wideband's all taped up. So I thought, yeah, it comes along here. It's cable tied it there, cable tied it there, and yeah, it's coming along nicely. I'm at the stage now where I'm done. And what I mean by done is I've done everything I can. Oh, door just hit me. I've done everything I can until I get my parts. So yeah, this is it for now. Yeah, just waiting on the fuel stuff. Literally just the fuel stuff now. That side of the fuel rail, that side of the fuel rail, those grommets, and the accelerator cable. And yeah, I got to give it all like a nice clean, everything, so it looks good. And that's it.